Dave O'Neill here on the road, and I think this might be the first one for this year, 2021, and Lehmo's with me. How are you, Lehmo?
Hello, Dave. Lovely to be with you on the Geelong Freeway, and we started this journey together in Fitzroy.
Yes.
Expecting bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Yeah.
But it's been bloody free as a bird. I think maybe it's because the whole state is in lockdown.
Yeah.
So people aren't rushing to Geelong.
Yeah, or Lawn or somewhere like that. Yeah. Because we're recording this on the Friday, and Victoria goes into lockdown at midnight, basically.
So we're spreading as many germs as we can in the few hours that we've got.
And my wife's like distraught that I'm doing a gig in Geelong. But it's for St. Joe's, which is a big Catholic school. Not the kids, the parents, and they've moved to outside. So it's on an oval.
Great.
I haven't told you this fact, and we're performing on the balcony of the cricket club.
Oh, great. Because comedy outside's always better. I mean, I
always love it. I always think when I go to my music bowl, I wish I was up there doing gear.
Yeah, just big, wide open spaces. They're great for comedy.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So it's you and me and Evan Hocking, who's been on this. He's emceeing.
Right.
But see, we don't even know who's going on first, or
we didn't know anything.
Well,
it starts in half an hour.
Oh, we're gonna. Well, I don't know if it'll actually. It starts when we get there, basically.
Yeah, it does start when we get there. Well, it's hard for them to start when we're not there.
Yeah. So I don't know. Have you got any preference about going on first or last?
Look, I generally like to go on early just to get it done because.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I'm still, after all these years, quite an anxious performer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if I'm not on, if I'm waiting to go on, I'm just kind of find myself pacing around and you know.
Well, you can go on first if you want. My only thought is it's going to be light. In fact, it might be light for the whole gig.
Well, if it starts at 7, it will be. Yeah. The sun's down at 8:30.
Yeah.
We won't be doing more than an hour and a half, surely.
But but then again, the problem with going on, there's advantages and disadvantages to going on first or second. I mean, it's not a big lineup, which is good.
A good thing about going second is that you get to get a feel of the crowd and you get to sense the vibe.
Yeah, they're warmed up too.
And they're warmed up. So often I'll write sort of good local gear while I'm watching an act who's on before.
Yeah.
Because you'll hear from a section of the crowd, or you'll have a bit of banter that you're able to tap into.
Where were we doing a gig? But if you go on first, you'll do all the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
And me and you were doing a gig with Oaksy. Husey.
It was at Brighton Yacht Club.
My first gig back.
Yeah, it's Brighton Yacht Club. And I'd stuffed up because I was on at Spleen in the city.
Yes.
And I'd forgotten that Spleen had an early show and a late show.
Yeah.
So I had to go on at Spleen, then jump in my car, rush to the Brighton Yacht Club, go on straight away, and then rush back to Spleen.
But Husey was very anxious that you were doing all the COVID topics.
Well,
mate, you should be watching Lehmo. He's doing everything. He's covering everything off. Everything.
Well, I mean, how many COVID topics are there? There's thousands.
There are quite a few.
There's a lot of angles on COVID.
I mean, as I said, Husey got up and did some stuff that I hadn't even thought of. So there's a lot of different angles.
And I've seen people do stuff that I haven't thought of. I mean, there's heaps of different angles. The gift of COVID to me, because I've had some comics say to me, I don't know if crowds want to hear about it. I don't think I'm going to mention it.
Oh, bullshit.
I'm like, are you kidding me? COVID is a gift to comedians for the first time ever.
Yes.
Aside from the weather, this is one thing everyone has in common.
Exactly.
This is one reference point we know that every audience member can relate to.
This is the thing, and we're both parents, and parenting stuff about kids goes well, but not everyone has kids.
Not everyone has kids.
You go into a room where they're all young, you're like, oh, fuck, there goes half an hour. I can't do it.
And same as relationship stuff. But, people don't necessarily have the same experience, or, they're single and angry about it or whatever.
Yeah.
So, but this topic, in fact, you work around the globe. You could tour this.
Yeah, except someone said they went to Tasmania and did one of those winery gigs that Merrick runs.
Yeah.
And said a lot of the Melbourne comics got up and did their COVID stuff, and the Tasmanians are going, Yeah, it wasn't that bad down here.
Yeah, funny. I did a gig, as you know, in Darwin recently.
Yes.
Which I did for you.
Yeah, I had to pull out because my wife was angry that I was going to Darwin and I really wanted to go in January.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
Did you do any COVID stuff up there?
You should thank your wife on behalf of me,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
And I did COVID gear, and in fact, a lot of people did COVID gear, and it went well.
There you go.
So the Territorians were happy to get into it, even though they have had just no sense of this at all.
So did they have a lockdown?
Yeah,
or?
they locked down in April. Remember the world was locked down in April?
Yeah.
So basically, the whole world was locked down for April last year, and then people have just come out at different rates.
Yeah, what's your prediction with this lockdown? We're going down for 5 days now.
Ah, fucking hell. Look, okay, here's my question to you.
Yeah.
Have you ever been pleasantly surprised by an announcement, by a COVID-related announcement?
No.
Or have you ever been disappointed by an announcement?
Yes.
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 So, are we going to come out of this early? No.
No, we're not going to come out of it early.
Are we going to come out of it on time? Maybe.
Oh, God, I
Will
hope so.
it get an extension?
Possibly.
If history tells me anything, we're going to get a fucking extension.
Yeah. Or it might be like the Perth or the Adelaide one, where they just went down for a quick time.
Maybe.
Well, I hope so.
But there's 13 in that cluster.
Ugh.
Here's what confuses me. They say super contagious strain.
Yep.
This one's like nothing we've ever seen before. Yet, all the people who've got it so far, we see the venues in the paper, they've all been at 20 different places. No one at any of those places has got it. So it can't be that fucking contagious.
Yeah, that's
Can
interesting. Is it their close contacts that get it?
Well, the people at home are
Yeah.
the ones who have got it.
Yeah.
But if it's super contagious, why,
Yeah.
you know, they're hanging out with people, they're having beers, they're fucking shopping.
Oh no, they go to Kmart a lot, by what I can work out,
And Bunnings.
Bunnings, yeah, and Dan Murphy's, and then Off Your Tree, which
And
is
Off Your Tree. And Kebab Kings was a good one as well. I love that bloke. He spent 35 minutes at the Exford, and then he spent 55 minutes at Kebab Kings. They must make a ripping kebab.
Yeah, it is funny. Those lists are very funny.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh.
It's just a nice little voyeuristic peek into someone else's life. which
Well,
we
yeah,
love.
I was saying on my podcast with Glenn Robbins, I would lie and go, I went to Pilates, hour and a half. then the animal shelter, just to help out. But you know, I don't know if they do this here, but in Asian countries, in South Korea, they use your GPS to go, no, you weren't.
Oh,
No, you
right.
weren't. No,
Actually,
you were not there.
is that a specific app? Because I feel like I've listened to a podcast where a guy in Taiwan invented that.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is one of the reasons why Taiwan has done such a good job of it.
But what happened to our app? Our app was fucked.
Mate, no, I downloaded it.
Same here.
No one's ever used it.
No.
A complete waste of time.
Millions of dollars.
What if, here's one for you, what if a drug dealer tested positive to COVID?
Yeah.
And there must have been drug dealers around the world who have tested positive.
Oh, yeah.
Are
And they're out and about too.
Are they sitting there going, I've been to this club,
yeah,
this
yeah,
club,
yeah,
this club,
yeah,
this
yeah.
address, this address, this address, this address?
Well, friend of the show, Des Delling, always maintained that when you see those stories of the guy who drove to Wodonga for a hamburger,
Oh, yeah.
drug dealer.
Well,
Drug dealer.
What, didn't that guy end up being a Tinder date?
Oh, was it?
Which,
He's driving to Wodonga from Melbourne. That's a 4-hour
which makes,
drive.
what sort of a shit show is your Tinder profile when you can't get a nibble in a city of 5 million people?
You go to
He had to
Wodonga.
go to fucking, he had to flick his radius out 400 k's and go to Wodonga.
It's like doing a gig in Geelong on a Friday night.
Yes,
Anyway.
which is where we're headed, outdoors.
Yeah. Well,
The school fundraiser gigs that I've done in recent years have generally been pretty good fun.
look, they're normally crackers because we're in that world. We've got kids, and I find them easy.
Yeah.
But now that we've mentioned outdoors, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I don't
gonna-
know. Look, it'll be all right.
That's going to make things
I mean, this
a bit
gig has been
hairy.
postponed 4 times, so I reckon they'll be happy to be there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were doing this in March last year. weren't
Yeah, we were.
That's right. And then it was November or something?
Yeah, got moved,
yeah,
got moved.
yeah. Right,
Anyway,
okay. So they'll
all
just
right.
be happy. And fuck, they've snuck it in by a day.
Yes, amazing efforts. Well, keep listening because we'll get back. We'll do the gig. We'll get back in the car and we'll let you know how it goes in the great outdoors. Yes, we're back on the debrief, and we've done St. Joey's.
Yeah, and look, to be honest, Dave, we were nervous going into it because they moved it from indoors to outdoors.
Yes.
Because of the COVID arrangement. And outdoor gigs, general rule, not great.
No, harder work than normal.
But I've got to be honest with you, that was pretty fun.
It was great. It was great. It was just on the oval.
So did you notice though? So I ended up going on first.
Yeah.
Evan Hocking introduced me. Went on, probably about 150 parents there from the school.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I had a great time.
You were
really
doing well.
fun. But literally in the 10 minutes between me coming off stage and you going on, the sun totally disappeared.
Yes.
And it went from good light to completely black.
Yeah, it was dark when I went on, and you couldn't see the audience at all when I was on.
Question for you. If you hadn't brought a spotlight with you and Evan Hocking hadn't brought a spotlight with him, would you have performed in the dark?
Well, I suppose you'd have to, wouldn't you? But they could turn some lights on behind us, so they turned sort of like it was at the bottom of a cricket club, wasn't it? So, I don't know. Well, do your eyes adjust?
I guess so. But I can see a shape out there. But you fucking smashed it.
Oh, you smashed it too.
You smashed it.
Well, you know what? There are some advantages to going on last. And it's dark, but also they've been warmed up by you and Evo. Because when Evo got up to do the second bit, he was smashing it too.
I mean, he was fucking killing it. And he came over to me afterwards, and it was like he was shocked himself.
Right.
He went, Jesus, they're up and about.
Yeah, well, and also
they're in a good mood.
Well, I think it was getting colder and colder on the oval though, and because when you went on, it was nice, but then it got cold.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe they were laughing just to keep warm.
It was getting a little fresh, but yeah, they were really into it. And mate, you know that crowd when you do the marriage,
parenting,
family, parenting,
you did getting old stuff.
Getting old.
I've got high school kids.
School. Yeah, they fucking love it.
I was just going through my Rolodex. Okay, what other school stuff have I got? Oh, yeah, parent-teacher interviews.
Yeah.
How fuck did they?
I was a bit like that with relationship stuff.
Yes.
Marriage, kids, getting old.
Yeah, you've got some stuff I haven't seen, which is great. You've got that getting old stuff.
Oh, the getting old stuff.
And pimples. Getting pimples when you're old.
Getting pimples. Why would I get pimples at 51? What, are you joking? Do you still get pimples?
Yeah, look, I get blind pimples in my nose, which is really annoying.
Yeah, right.
But I haven't had one for a while. But one of the highlights too was when you were on stage. Well, you actually did get a little stage.
We did end up with the stage. We were going to stand on the grass.
Yeah, but
and they dragged the makeshift stage out of the change rooms.
And this kid was riding a BMX behind you.
Yeah, yes. So we were on the cricket oval.
Yeah.
And if you can picture it, there was
the
like you go up these steps to the club rooms.
Yeah.
So there was like this big cement sort of platform.
Yeah,
above
like
us.
a balcony veranda.
Like a balcony veranda.
Yeah.
So while I was on stage, this kid was doing monos on a bike, wasn't he? Because the first time we went past, I noticed people getting distracted, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on?"
Yeah.
And then the second time I turned around, I saw this kid doing a mono on his bike.
And you had a great comment. You said, "Don't encourage him."
Yeah. You're just encouraging him.
It. You're like a teacher. You're just encouraging him. You had that, and then I had the bats flying over.
The bats.
So that led me to do my bat material, which
is good gear.
Yeah, it's interesting, the bat material. Sometimes it gets a bit of a. Basically, I talk about. I don't know if I actually said this. I talk about I look up at the bats, and I not once have I wondered what do they taste like. Yeah. And then I go, I'm fat. I eat anything. You know what I mean? But sometimes it gets a bit of a ooh, and I always have to say, oh, I've gone too far with the bat material. But now they reckon the bat didn't do it. It was in the paper during the week.
Hang on, who did do it?
The World Health Organization.
Yeah.
They reckon it wasn't a bat and it wasn't a Sam Pangolian, as they call them. Pangolian. They think it was an animal, but they don't think it was a bat. So.
Right. Was it a pig?
Maybe it was just a chicken.
Oh, fucking hell.
I don't know, but.
But it wasn't made in a lab.
No.
They've said that, haven't they?
Well, one of the guys over there investigating it, the professor from America, has floated that before, that possibility. So
About being a lab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some idiots on Facebook were saying the lab is owned by Bill Gates and an English company.
God.
And you look it up, it's owned by, as if the Chinese government is going to let an English company set up a lab. Oh, McDonald's, 5 kilometres.
Oh, here we go, yes.
There we go.
So what happened before is we drove past a Macca's and I said to you, can we stop at the next Macca's? We got to a Hungry Jack's.
Yes.
And you're not a fan of Hungry Jack's.
No, I don't. I prefer McDonald's.
I prefer Macca's as well.
Yeah.
But do you know how Hungry Jack's got its name?
No, I just know there's a guy called Jack, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. So, but when he first brought the Burger King franchise...
Yeah, which is what it is.
He came to Australia and goes, all right, Burger King. And there was a guy in Melbourne who owned like a corner burger store called Burger King.
Wow.
He owned the patent.
Wow.
So Jack goes to him and says, can I buy it off you? And the guy says, I want this much money. And Jack says, I can't give you that much, I'll give you this much. And it was all a lot of money.
Yeah.
I can't remember how much, it was a lot of money. And the guy haggles really hard. He goes, no, I want this much. And then in the end, Jack goes, fuck you.
Really?
I'll just call it Hungry Jack's. Which is why it's Burger King everywhere in the world, but it's Hungry Jack's here.
Well, I've learned something.
Yeah, there you go.
Absolutely learned something. Yeah, Hughesy met him. He talked about it, and he got like a lifetime Hungry Jack's card.
Oh, well, here's...
And then he goes, actually, I haven't got it in the mail yet. I should ring him.
Ring him. So I interviewed a guy called Rick Riley, who's written a book called Commander in Cheat, which is about Donald Trump cheating at golf.
Oh, that's a great book. I've heard about that book.
It's amazing. Anyway, so we're interviewing Rick Riley, and he tells us this great story, because he knew Donald Trump, or he knows Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Because Rick Riley was a sports writer for Sports Illustrated, and Donald Trump loved him as a writer. They played golf together, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Rick Riley's in Donald Trump's office in the mid-90s, and he told us this story. He said, they're chatting away, and then out of nowhere, Donald Trump pulls this gold card out of his wallet and says, hey, Rick, look at this. This card gives me free McDonald's anywhere in the world whenever I want. And he slaps it down on the desk.
Really?
Yeah, and he says, only 3 people in the world have got this card. Me, Michael Jordan, and Mother Teresa. and Rick says, right, so you're telling me, Donald, that Mother Teresa isn't going to be buying 20,000 fucking cheeseburgers every day at the Calcutta McDonald's to give out to the poor. And secondly, are you telling me, Donald, that you're not going to get in your massive fucking limousine and pull into the drive-through down the road and buy a $4 Happy Meal? Really? Is that what you're going to do? And pull out your card?
That is fantastic.
He said,
what a random thing to say. Mother Teresa?
I know. And Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan? Well, we kind of believe that, I suppose.
But Rick Riley was really funny retelling the story about how proud he was of this.
That's fantastic.
Of this card.
Because he cheats at golf. He has a super powered golf cart, doesn't he? That speeds off
and he has. And the caddies.
All the caddies are in on it.
All the caddies at his golf courses call him Pele. Because whenever he's in the rough, he kicks his ball out of the bushes.
Wow.
So they all call him Pele. But yeah, mad cheat at golf.
I've heard, yeah. Glenn Robbins has read that book.
It's a great book. It's really good. And it's really telling about his presidency as well.
Can you actually tell where the McDonald's is in this joint? There's
a sign there, but I actually can't tell.
We can't even see one.
But why is there a big sign there? I reckon if you go down that lane...
it's over there.
Can you see it?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, there's the drive-through. That says entry.
Where?
Hang on. Go around these trucks.
Jesus Christ, we are in... And we've only got an hour and 20 minutes to get back.
Whoa!
Oh, jeez, we're going to have
a fucking ice cream van or something.
We're going to have a crash. We've only got an hour and 20 to get back to Melbourne before the lockdown.
Oh, the lockdown. We want to get our Maccas.
Lockdown.
This is pre-lockdown Maccas.
Oh, yeah. This is we've got to enjoy
all right, here we go.
Something.
I'm excited about this.
What do you
I literally have Maccas like twice a year, so I'm pumped.
What do you want?
Can I get 2 cheeseburgers and some fries?
Okay.
Oh, actually.
All right. What about a crispy McCall's barbecue meal? No, thanks.
That double quarter. No,
What are
I
that?
get 2 cheeseburgers.
Get hot cross buns now.
I don't like a cheeseburger.
Ice long black, ice mocha. Just for chicken McNugget. I'm not into nuggets.
What does this mean? Do you need cash?
What's this guy? No, I'll get it. This guy's getting 8 cheeseburgers.
What?
What? Look at this guy's order.
He's ordering fucking 8.
Who's this bloke? Who's he feeding a basketball team?
He's stoned. He's got to be stoned.
He's getting a large chicken salt shaken fries.
Hey, isn't it weird though that we can see his order?
Large fan, 8 cheeseburgers, steamed bun, small Coke, no sugar. Oh, that's just like a
I love
Coke Zero.
That's like that's the feel good bit at
He's
the
getting a
bottom
large
of it all.
chicken. Man, he's ordering $60 worth. He's getting a vanilla Coke.
Jesus
$60
Christ.
worth of McDonald's.
We should have beaten that
You
guy
should-
to the drive.
Yeah, we should have beaten that guy to the drive-thru. He'll be.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Can I get a large cheeseburger meal with Diet Coke?
Yeah, anything else?
What do you want?
2 cheeseburgers and some fries.
And 2 other cheeseburgers and a large fries.
Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's 50.
Oh, that's
A lemonade.
Oh, I know. Small lemonade, large lemonade?
Small one.
A small lemonade as well.
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you. All right. Palmy meal. All right, so I should ask you the questions. Hang on. We got these. What went well tonight and why, you reckon, Lee, mate?
What went well tonight?
Yeah, like in terms of material or...
I looked at, just the relationship stuff always.
Oh, man. With that crowd.
With that crowd. Hang on,
Oh.
Dave's paying for our Maccas here.
Can I use cash?
Well, he's paying cash and it's actually phone.
Sorry.
They're not often that they see cash.
Oh.
these days.
Do you want something smaller?
And he's handed over 100 like J.D. Rockefeller.
Well, we're talking about Donald Trump. I
With
just
a car
said,
big driven home by Kanye West. He's making it rain.
Make it rain.
He's making it rain at the Maccas on the Geelong Freeway.
I think we're technically in Werribee, aren't we?
Oh, aren't we in
We're technically in
Werribee?
Werribee.
It's a Werribee Maccas.
This is where we make it.
This is where you make it rain.
Sorry about that. Thank you.
So,
Thanks.
$90,
Thanks.
$92 cash.
So, yeah, any of that relationship stuff went well, didn't it?
relationship stuff is good, and they're getting
Do,
old
do,
stuff.
do.
They're in the
Pick up
demo.
here.
As I said to you,
Hey.
this is our crowd.
As I predicted, that guy is in the waiting area for his 8 cheeseburgers.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
reckon I should go there? Well, it's just 2 pickup areas.
I don't know. Someone should come out shortly. I would have thought.
Did you ever work in any of these joints? These went around when I was a teenager. They just started. I worked in the supermarket.
Mate, I grew up in the Murray Mallee in South Australia.
Oh,
in the middle of nowhere.
me and Hughes, you've done a gig at your
Oh, you did a gig. That's right. you
parents
guys,
were there.
You guys did a gig at Loxton, and my parents went, and my mum told you off for swearing too much.
Yeah, I did actually panic and swear too much. I have to agree with your mum.
Yeah,
I
right.
swore too much. Oh, have I overshot the mark here?
Oh, maybe.
Oh no, I'm an idiot.
What's happened?
I'm like, well, there's two windows, and I reckon I've gone to.
Oh no! Do I need to get out?
No, you don't need to get out, mate. You don't need to get out.
Take my only drive through. Well, surely.
This is a window. They'll find us.
Well, the
Old
people.
bloody 8 cheeseburgers in front of us,
8
and his
cheeseburgers in front of
McChicken
us
meal.
has
We've
thrown
only got an hour and 18 minutes to get back to Melbourne.
Where the clock is ticking,
The clock is ticking, mate.
mate.
Um,
Can you imagine if the ringer still goes up and we don't get in? And there's you and me just sleeping in the bushes.
We go
For
return.
5 days.
We return to Geelong and go. Hey, remember us, St. Joe's? What didn't go well? Anything not go well? I'm trying to think of anything that go well.
Well, I changed gear and went into a bit of lockdown stuff.
Yeah, that went well.
Uh,
I think that went.
Oh,
I
you
think-
know what I did? I fucked up a joke tonight. I told 2 stories about my son in the wrong order.
Oh, I hate that.
And I kind of backtracked on it, but it wasn't as good as it should have been.
No.
I got them in the wrong order.
I have a bit of a callback in one of my jokes, and I stopped I hadn't done the first one, so I actually stopped the second one, did the first one, then went back into the second one. at one
Yeah,
point.
right.
What were the...
So in there, what I said tonight was the story about me watching Family Guy with my son.
Yeah, that's funny, yeah.
And Kel, my wife, saying, Daddy watches yucky things on the TV. He's
Yeah.
allowed to. So that story I'm meant to tell second.
Yeah,
And the story I
right.
meant to tell first is...
Sorry.
Cheeseburger smells extra cheeseburger.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it. And a lemonade and a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Diet Coke.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for finding us.
Beautiful. Thank you, mate. Cheers. Love it. Look at that.
Now, the other question is, was any organisational hazards that got in the way? Well, we're performing on an oval outside. But apart from that,
Apart from that, nothing. So, and then I meant to tell the story second about. No, I meant to tell the story first about him having a pet spider called Johnson.
oh, that's funny. See you, mate. Hope your 9 cheeseburgers get through to you. How did you miss the lockdown? We ordered 9 cheeseburgers.
Hey, where's that straw?
No, there's a straw there.
Oh, there is a straw.
And how can we do better next time? That's the next question.
Well, it's a pretty fucking good gig.
Yeah, true. Just don't have a lockdown. Give us a few hours to get back.
Give us more time to get home.
Oh, jeez, where are we? Well, we're going to eat at McDonald's. I think we've done enough. Seriously. Lehmo, thanks for coming
This
on.
cheeseburger's great. Thank you, Dave. It's
welcome.
been a pleasure.
And you're
as
doing
always.
South Australian radio. If anyone's in SA,
I'm doing
tune in.
Breakfast radio on SRFM in Adelaide, and I'm doing the Adelaide Fringe, hopefully, if they lift the border closure.
And you're doing Melbourne Comedy Festival?
And Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Right, get into it.
Get involved. Come along.
Get
say hello.
involved. You do a
Love
podcast
it.
with Danny McGinley
I'd love
occasionally,
to
don't
see
you?
it. Oh, yeah, they came to play,
They came to play. There we go.
which is like, sports podcast.
No, people love it. Is it you, Danny, and Titus? Or just you and Danny?
Me, Danny, and Tess Armstrong.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Great.
It's good fun.
All right, we're going to eat our Maccas. And thanks for listening to the debrief. All right, let's hope we're back to Melbourne in time.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.